Who wants to make another desk? Huh? Who wants to make another desk? No? Alright, I'll do it. So here's a desk that I found in my neighborhood from someone's house for free. And I grabbed it because my nephew needs a desk and he needs a free desk. So I'm going to replace the top because I think they had it outside and it got wet and it was particle board, so it swelled up. And replace another part of that goes on the top, and it'll be ready for him. I'm just going to put edge banding on the top part of the desk because it's not going to get as much use as the bottom. The bottom on a kid's desk I like to put, especially a kid's desk, but usually any desk, I like to put solid wood on the edges because it's going to get banged up. But on the top, this will work just fine. So the top part of the desk is a piece from my grandma's old sewing table that my grandpa made for her, and it's got some white on it, so I'm gonna sand that off. And this will be the underside, so you won't see the defects and stuff anyway. And right here you can see where, I'm pretty sure it's my grandpa because it doesn't look like my grandma's handwriting, and he was the one who built it. He wrote back on it when he was making it, so you know obviously this is the back. And I really like that, so I wanted to keep it, and so I'll probably put it in Sharpie so my nephew can have it on his desk. That'd be his great grandpa. So after more sanding than I'd like to do, which in case you're wondering is no sanding, I'd like to do no sanding, but there's still a little bit of white here and there, but this is the underside and you won't see it, so it's not a big deal. You could sand some more and get that all off if you wanted to, but you run the risk of, I don't know if you can see, on the edges you can start to go through the veneer, and you can do that on the whole thing if you're not careful. So yeah, that part's ready to go. So this piece is a bit darker than this, and I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to go over this again and see if it'll soak up any more of it. So I wasn't going to paint the metal part of the desk, but there's some of this gold spray paint from when the last people painted part of the desk, and it kind of looks a little bit rusty. I don't know, I have some paint that might match this, so I'm going to try it and see if it looks a little better. So here's the underside of the original top. Mine's a little smaller, so I'm going to line it up to the back, and I need to transfer these holes. So I'm going to drill through so that I can just get a pencil in there and mark them. I'm not going to drill these are for the keyboard, and these go all the way through already for the top part. So there's these little threaded inserts that were in the original one. I just took them out and I'm going to put them in this one. So I moved the holes because I lined it up from the front this time so there'd be more desk out the front. I could have flipped it around if I wanted to, but I like this front side. It's nicer looking than that back side, so I just redid the holes. Because I'm just putting this together as I go, these are too long because this is shorter than the old one. So I'm going to cut them off, then I can put the back on there.